Everybody, welcome to the Let Me Kick My Shit with Pearl and Friend. Once again, me and Yana. Hey, Yana, can you hear me good?
I can.
All right, good. Sid, how you doing, man? You all right?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Yeah, Polly, how they Polly doing you, man? That shit got me fucked up still.
Me too. It's not as bad as it was when it first got started, but yeah, I'm ready for it though.
Right. Hey, you got any war updates? You been like into that shit, or you stop watching that shit? Froze up. Yeah, you froze up. You good?
Your
Okay.
signal was,
Yeah, you froze.
yeah, your signal was messing up for a minute,
Okay. Yeah, I had asked you, is it any war updates? Like, have you been keeping up with it?
and it was. Ew,
War, war. You said fuck that shit.
No, I ain't keeping up with that. That ain't my fight.
Right. Wow, that's real. They my partner was telling me that shit's still going crazy though. Shit, these fools in the streets, that's what I'm saying, man. These fools out here, man, they be comparing they little street beat to this shit. So I be laughing and shit because that Putin dude crazy. But yeah, I just hope we don't start to lose our kids again for real. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
The kids going trying to get their little education and stuff. They end up having to go fight. Like you said, it ain't your fight. You know. So Yana, I got some shit I need help with.
All right. What's
Now,
up?
how you feel about? All right, you married. Do you? No, I can't start no. I don't. I just think. Tell me how you feel about friends. Like, what I'm saying, you're in a relationship, but you might have a male friend. Like, what's your take on that? Or vice versa, female friend. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Yeah, the juicy shit. Yeah.
it depends on the situation. So I can, if it's somebody that was there before me,
Yeah.
and it's a situation. Well, let me back up. So one of my husband's friends that he been knowing her for like 20 something years. And they strictly friends. And she was in our wedding. She was on his side in our wedding.
Okay.
And she'll call and talk to me. I call and talk to her. And when we first met, he be burning CDs and DVDs and whatnot. So
Right.
he told her to just come to the house and pick it up. And she was just like, make sure it's okay with make sure it's okay with her first, because I don't want to disrespect your house or
Right.
disrespect her. And this was 3 years ago. Me and her cool. I mean, the last job I had, he got me that job. So me and her cool. We can go out and that kind of stuff.
That's
Um,
dope.
I feel like he don't have no friends that he can't introduce to me. If it's a female friend and all she is his friend, whether he's ever had any dealings with her or not, if all she is his friend and he want to introduce me to her and she be like, nah, I'm good, that ain't your friend.
Right. No
That ain't
matter what. Yeah.
your
Yeah, I've been in those situations.
and I don't do no new friends.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, we're not doing that, because why? How did that even come about?
Right. What if it's somebody that y'all meet together in a situation? Like, is that no? It's still not cool to me.
No, she can't. No. We're not doing
We
that.
don't
Like,
need no new friend. Like the rappers say, we don't need no new friend.
yeah, we're
Nigga,
not doing no new female friends. It's like, and he ain't here, so I can talk about it. Because there was an
right.
issue with a girl that worked with him, and
You might watch it though, young. I ain't trying to start no shit in your household.
he ain't gonna
I
watch it.
get it.
But yeah,
Okay.
I just don't. When my spidey senses start tingling, just listen to what I'm saying. Because I'm not insecure like that. I'm not
I
jealous.
know that.
But when something in the milk ain't clean, like I know bitches, and just like you had a kind of personality that you would probably draw women to you just because you real, you funny, and you
Right, right.
talk that shit. So you might draw women to you without even trying, and they might not even be on your radar. But if you talk to them too much, too often, they'll think it's something that it's not.
That happens so much. Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of men don't understand. A lot of men feel like as long as they not checking for her, then it shouldn't be an issue. But it's gonna be an issue because sis gonna be disrespectful. That's where
Wow.
the problem comes in when she disrespectful. Now, if it's some old, I want to meet your girl and this, that, and the third, then maybe. And then it's gonna depend on what it is about her that you find so cool. Because if she remind you of me, absolutely not. You're not doing
Yes,
it.
sir. Right,
And
right, right.
as far as me and guy friends, I don't have a whole lot, but dudes, y'all handle stuff differently than women do. Like even
Right.
even a side nigga will handle stuff differently than a side chick. Like we could have,
It's their respect. They
yeah,
gotta be respect.
like a woman can have a dude on the side and be like, look, my husband get home at XYZ time. At 8 o'clock, we got to cut off all communication. I can't talk to you between eight at night and 9 in the morning. And y'all get off the phone at 7:45 to make sure y'all don't start no shit. Let a girl
Absolutely.
let a dude tell a girl that, oh, that help, but he ain't gonna get from her to 8:15
Yeah, she gonna
because
try
it ain't
to.
even
She gonna
about
try to.
him. It's about her messing with the woman,
Yeah,
right?
which is
And I mean,
yeah.
but what y'all have to understand is women have in real life been trifling since the beginning of time. We've been manipulative. And I mean, in back to the Bible, we've been trifling and manipulative all the way back to Adam and Eve. Delilah
Right.
tricked Samson into letting her tell her Samson's strength was in his hair. God told him, "Don't tell nobody where your strength lies." Delilah kept on and kept on and kept on. He finally ended up telling her. They cut his hair. He lost his strength.
Just
So
like that.
yeah, because he was being hard headed and he messed around and got caught up. So I said all that to say it's not that I think that all women are bad or all women are out to get somebody else's man. But if the opportunity is there, if they think the opportunity is there, they'll do it.
Yeah, I think so. I really believe that. I mean, you just gave me a whole different like insight on it as far as. So let me ask you this: do you feel that you do feel that women like be on that bullshit then, like
Oh hell
sometimes?
yeah, and they worse than dudes.
Because you know the perception is that men, like a lot of men, but from what I get from you is that men like it's more women are on the bullshit than men
Yeah,
in this situation.
because with y'all, from what I gather with y'all don't know what kind of bag dude gonna come out of. You don't know what you gonna get because it can turn into anything. He go to the car, you go into the car. Now it's a whole shootout over a bitch that you don't really want.
Well, see, that's that I guess that with the average nigga. My thing is if you tell me you got to do and you adamant about it, I don't know, it's a feel. I just automatically I don't know, I just came up really like on some principle shit. I don't even care if I think he'll duck like that. That don't even now that what you're saying does play a part because you never know shit who you dealing with. But yeah, me and my confidence, I ain't never worried about that. But I just never wanted to be the one. To me, that's sucker shit. Like, bro, you don't got it like not that. Especially when I got grown, I was starting messing with married women and shit. I was like, man, you know what? Shit ain't right. I be talking about women being good women and shit like that. How can I talk about shit like that and be a part of the problem? That shit don't make sense. So
Well, the thing
I
about
just
it is, you can't. It depends on the situation though, because generally when women cheat, well, first of all, it's emotional, and we usually don't just cheat just to be cheating. Usually, it's something lacking at home, or for we cheat for different reasons. Now, sometimes men cheat because they lacking at home. Woman talk to him sideways. She's not treating him right. But a lot of times dudes just be out here trolling for ass because they can. But with
which is
women, we don't be out there looking for a man on the side. A lot of times that shit just happens.
like, do you feel like it's still like, cause you know the city, Atlanta, like Thirstville, you know what I'm saying? So, do you feel it's still like a whole bunch of like thought shit going on, or has it calmed down as far as? I mean, we would still know even at the age we are, like, and I mean, overall in our community, I think we would still know because shit, we still, niggas be hollering at you and they know you gotta, they know you, especially when you got this.
Right.
Niggas can see that. Do you feel that draw men to try, or has it changed? Back in the day, it used to be like Thirstville all the time. Niggas just thirsty. Like, so I'm wondering, like, is it still the same or has it changed? I
You
I
know
feel
what?
like
I don't even know because I don't really be out like that. So I
right.
don't know. Now, when I was married before, hell, I had my ex-husband's son in the back seat with me, and this dude tried to holler at me in the car. And I was like, "You don't see the child in the back seat?" I showed him my ring and everything. He was like, "I don't care." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, nigga don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think it just depends on the person and the situation.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just crazy. I mean, I guess I'm getting older because I did used to be with the shit, but I never really did that. I got pride and shit. But the reason why I asked is because I honestly am a man that don't think it's possible. As far as it depends on what it is. Like you my friend, like for life. But I ain't finna be. I don't. We hadn't talked in over so many years, and we this much is because it's like this. Like I still feel like you might like. I swear to God, like certain people who I connected with back in those days, I don't have to talk to them. Like me and Ghetto, or me and Eric Robinson. We don't
Mhm.
have to talk. Like if he called me, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. Like I'll be there.
Right, right,
Like it's the same thing with the twin. So, but it's different when you got a friend who hit you up and shit. Hey, what's going on? And you know what I'm saying? Shit, how your man doing and all that old shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I don't know the nigga now. I don't know. That's some shit you had going on before you came about. Now, me, I'm the type of person. I'm arrogant as fuck. I I think if it wasn't no high school shit, if I got new friends, I'm gonna think. I think whether we friends or not, that they got them. I just think that of myself. I could be wrong in a lot of instances, but I cut shit off. If I feel like it could be a potential problem, if I'm getting in a deep, serious relationship, I cut it off. So when I do that, especially I'm dating younger people now, you know what I'm saying? So they like whole different shit. And so I feel I've been in situations, not now, but I've been in situations before to where I felt like shit, I could. And in the arguments, you know what I'm saying, you bring that shit up. So hey, this motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck, this, that. You telling on yourself, you managing your feelings and shit, you know what I'm saying? You're a whole ass nigga, you know, talking about you're a gangster and all that shit. I'm talking about
right.
myself in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And love like a motherfucker. And, really fight, fighting from a relationship at the time for real. But it's shit like that. And it's not my self-esteem. I ain't having self-esteem problem now. Shit, man, come on now with the jokes. It's just that if I feel like it's any opportunity, it could be an inch of opportunity. And
Mm.
if the shit don't, you said something, you touched on, so if it don't feel right, the shit don't feel right to me a lot of times. And I know I be going my feelings because I like what I feel on that because it's been situations like that where I just like, nah, these motherfuckers really friends. But it be what the person do, the other person, how they, know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know your take on that. And it's a lot of that. Um, I got some cool ass chicks who I call my friends and they married and shit. And their husband, I pick up a vibe on their husband. And I pull back. Cause home, I don't want your wife and shit. Like, I really ain't no nigga like that. I don't condone that shit. I used to think it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But that shit whack as hell. Like, and then I'm gonna get married and this shit come back. I be at work, nigga, we got there tearing my wife ass up, you know what I'm saying? I look on Pornhub, my wife on with wives cheat, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so I don't want to be, I don't want to promote that shit,
Right.
but it's still a lot of it going on. I mean, it ain't even so much the streets. I mean, shit, you know, the deacon hitting the preacher wife, you know, the goddamn band director go with you know, the basketball coach. You know how that shit go.
Yeah,
Uh, a whole bunch of bullshit. So in the church, but that's another story. Yeah. So you saying it is possible though? It could be a healthy, clean friendship.
it
Saying,
can,
man,
it can, but it needs
what
to.
if
But
both of them married?
again,
Oh,
huh,
if what if both like if the friends are married, like you and your best friend, both of y'all married, and that you know you don't know his best friend and he don't know your best friend, and y'all you think that could work? That's that shit. That's a movie though. That's a great movie. That shit ain't gonna. I can't see that happening because somebody, the four people, gonna have stronger feelings about it. I think because it's a weird situation,
yeah. I
and
mean,
then like,
everything is based on the individual though. It's based on the individual and how they handle situations. Me personally, I don't like I don't believe in being friends with my exes. For what? Now we talked in high school. That's different, but like,
yeah, hell no, I don't
but
believe in that either.
I mean, even if the breakup was mutual and it ain't no hard feelings, we not
Right.
we not doing that. We not gonna do that because
I don't think women do that shit good anyway. Cause it always be. I remember one time. It was a long time ago, man. I was like on my third person in these apartment little projects and shit. You know, this one I was 19, and I had one with that one chick. Boom. I left her alone and went and had a baby. When I had Shaq, and
mhm.
boom, I got down met my second baby mama. And I remember one day I had left her playing basketball. I came home. Then my second baby mama now, Shaq mama still here. My the first chick I went with, the very first one out the three, she down there talking to my second baby mama. Like just talking, like they sitting on the step talking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck this is? She was like, hey Pearl and all this old shit. But I'm like, man, so I told her, I was like, "Shawty, you can't be talking to her like that's the enemy. Like, what the fuck? And I had been down with her for like 2 years though. She was just fucking crazy. Like, they gonna watch this shit. They gonna know. Yeah, that motherfucker was crazy. At least that's what I thought in my head. Or
I mean, like I said, everything depends on the individual. Um, I feel like women are, like I said, we women have been trifling since the beginning of time. So I don't know. I'm just real funny about that stuff.
I got one for you.
First of all, I'm
I got
very
one for you. What if what if dude hey bro, I'm just bullshit too. She ain't gonna do shit. She a good. You might not do that. You know, I'm
no.
on your side, bro. I'm on your side. And if a nigga at work, now that work boyfriend, yeah, how you feel about the work boyfriend shit, you know? Like they my work husband and all that
So
shit.
when I was single, I had a work husband, but now
Explain it. Okay. I be having some, my little partner, my little thug partners, they might not know what that is. Explain to me what a work husband is.
so the work husband is basically just that is the dude that a woman work with him and he might make sure she got lunch. They might go to lunch together, or
Shit.
he might stop by Chick-fil-A and get breakfast, and he'll get her breakfast too. Just I mean, it's really just a friend, but they just cool. Like they it's never anything physical or anything like that. They just
Yeah,
real cool.
oh, wait. We're back. Hold on. Let me get myself back up. You said go to lunch together. Like what you mean?
So
Like
like,
leave the building and go.
but
What? Yeah.
just go to lunch though. That's really all it is. They go to lunch. They talk. He talked
So
to her about whatever he
you
got
know I'm a
going.
little slow. You know I'm a little slow, Yana. Help me out now. So they're gonna go to lunch. So they got to get in. They're gonna get in his car or her car, right? They're
Yeah,
gonna get in a car together.
one of the other gonna drive. Um, he might buy her lunch. She might, like I said, she might stop by Starbucks in the morning and grab him something, or vice versa. It's not, and it's just a mutual friendship. It's not like For me, with my work husband, I just call him my work
I
husband
got
because we
more
don't do
work to do.
like that.
I got a long way. I thought I was close. I got a lot of God damn. That's a level of maturity that I don't know that I'll ever reach. Yana.
Well, again, I was single when I did that. Now I wouldn't have a work husband now.
Okay, yeah, that's right, that's right. I just, yeah. That's different.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a work husband now. I wouldn't be like I've been the work wife. I've had the work husband, but I wouldn't do that now.
Let me ask you this: have you ever did it and your work husband had a wife at home?
I had a work husband who, in the midst of our work relationship, he got engaged.
Okay, that's cool then. So that was just that. It was
But like, so when I was working at, well, I still do, but when I was like going hard in the gym and I was meal prepping and stuff, I had brought in, so I can't even remember what I cooked, and he was like, "Bring me a plate." No, sir, you got a woman at home. I'm not bringing you no damn plate because I'm funny about that shit.
no, that's like in the South, like shit, hell no. You bring me some food, it's up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying? Like
mean,
shit.
because the thing about it, what folks fail to realize is all of us got a split. Every woman got a split, but every woman ain't cooking, and every woman that's cooking ain't cooking well. Like,
I finna tell you, this the funny shit, right? It's a true story. All right. You know what I'm saying? I found me a little something, whatever.
hmm
She hate the way we talk. She don't understand. Like she from up north and shit. So she thinks sometimes I be like when I say a little something, one time I said, you know what I'm saying, that my shit, that my little fine shit. Instead of calling her shit, you know, I gotta grow up though. I guess fuck it though. But anyway, cool as fuck. So this was early in the beginning and shit. Now let me just tell you, I don't eat nobody cooking and shit. Like it be years. Man, I had done got high before I went to where I working in the evening. I was lit and left my goddamn wallet. I ain't had no money. I couldn't eat. And I don't ask nobody for that, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
One them 8 hours, I could do it. She called me. I'm like, man, I'm hungry. Fuck, man. I left. She lived right around the corner where I was working at. She said, I bring something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm like, cool. I thought she going to stop somewhere. You know, McDonald's, bring me a little burger or something, you know.
right.
Bro, she got me some meatloaf and some like, it was a big help. That shit looked good. It looked gorgeous. Now, I had just been, you know, it was about 3 months, but I still, you know, I hadn't even met her kid, none of that. You know, we take it slow.
hmm
So, I was high though. That shit was good. I said, fuck it. And I ate. That shit was so good. Meatloaf, you know. Hey, look, the shit with turkey meatloaf too. I couldn't even tell though. I was like, man, I say shit, man. So next time I seen her, man, shit. Well, I looked her in her eyes, then I had to get real, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I had to get real with that motherfucker, cause shit, good food. Yeah. That's a true story though. But I ain't mind, cause I would have known to throw that shit away. You know how many folk done brought me shit, cakes and fruit salad and all that shit. I be throwing that shit away. I work in the back and shit. I don't play that shit. I had to eat that shit. I really took a chance too. I do not do that
It's
shit.
not. I mean, the thing about it is, and it ain't about that whole mess about a woman putting blood in your food and all of that kind of stuff. It ain't even about
Oh
that. It's just
no,
that, yeah, it ain't even about that. It's about the fact that if you got a woman at home, she the only woman other than your mama that need to be feeding you.
right.
Period.
I have my
Like
girl
I don't
here
play
too.
them games.
Yeah, that's respect
I
right
don't play
there.
them games. My sister, yeah, like when my sister and her husband were, I don't even think they were engaged yet. He used to work at Enterprise. And I tell this story all the time because it is hilarious. So this little girl, I guess she called herself liking him. And he wasn't checking for her, so he didn't really realize that that's what it was. And she made some daggone chili and brought him some. And he done went home and told my sister that the girl brought him the chili and all this stuff. And when I tell you, she lit his ass up and he did not
What you
understand.
you
And it took
took him out?
it took his daddy to explain to him, like, dude, that's not okay.
I mean, what you mean she lit him up? She went crazy on him, cussing him out and shit.
She had a fit. She went off. She was like, nigga, what are you doing? That girl brought you that food because she
Yeah,
liked you. Like, she brought it specifically for him.
oh yeah, that's back in the days, that's all they had to do. They gonna give you a plate of food and like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So that was the issue.
Oh yeah,
So
bro,
I
was
don't
green here, man. Yeah. Oh, he told her. Did he take the
yeah,
food home?
you
He
know,
didn't
he
take it
had
home.
already eaten it. He ate it for lunch, but he just
Oh,
didn't
he ate it,
know that he
bro.
shouldn't, because
Eat
some
it, bro.
folks just greedy. He didn't know that he shouldn't have done that.
I bet she ain't cooked for him for about a month.
Now
Shit.
she still cooks. She not like that, but he understood that that was not okay.
Yeah, he got a good one because them motherfuckers do not play that shit, boy.
Mm-mm,
Yikes.
yes, sir.
But that's
No,
some dirty shit, though. Women do that shit, though. They so motherfucking trifling. Like,
yes, they
you would
messy
think that-
as hell.
do it still go on at this at this stage of our life? Like, when do the fuck shit stop? Like with women, like at what
It,
point? Or
it depends on the woman. Because some never grow up. If they grew up seeing that kind of stuff, or they got friends that encourage that type of behavior, they never stop.
do you know of any women like that still like with the same shit that they was 20 years ago?
To be honest, not. I don't think so. I don't think I have any friends that still be on that stupid shit. I mean, and if they are, they ain't telling me about it because I'm gonna let them know.
I know it's this chick. She went to school with us. You might know us, but anyway, that ain't even important. She got up on one of my posts uh last week.
Hmm.
I put up a picture of me and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And the little chick got up under my picture. She put the LOL and shit. Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you laughing at? Whatever. And then my other little partner, she's supposed to come on here tonight. Jazz, she was like, basically telling me don't worry about people like that. And she spoke of her husband, her in a similar situation.
Hmm.
This motherfucker get up under that post and say, "Girl, don't worry about it. He just like that." Like, yeah, dumb as goddamn, not dumb, just unaware. You know, just come on some new shit. But hit me the next day and was like, so how long you been married? Blip, 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 blip. So she was under the same picture. My daughter was the same girl up under the post, and I'm married to her. Now, this young lady, she young. She like in her goddamn late 20s or early. Like, I mean, I'm fly, but I ain't that damn. I don't think you know what I mean. And she's married. I know them folk. But what I'm saying is, what make a motherfucker like you? I'm saying to get up on what if she was my wife?
Right.
And so I'm like, some people just, and
They
I
just
think
be
it's
messy like that. Some of them just messy and they don't care. Like, so one of my husband got a few of his ex girlfriends on his Facebook friends, right?
yeah,
And I mean, they were his Facebook friends before I came along, so I'm not looking for him to delete them or
you're a
nothing like
real one though. You're a real one.
that.
Yeah,
But I can tell when they being messy. Like, it was one before we got married. There was one that he had to go because she was being messy. And at first, I was like, I wasn't tripping or nothing. And then I took a screenshot because what she would do, it would be she would never say anything specific, but I could tell she was being messy. And I took a screenshot and sent it to my friend. I'm like, "Am I tripping? Is she being disrespectful?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then she showed it to her dude, and he was like, "Yeah, she being messy." So sometimes
yeah.
they be messy. And then there's another one that once we got we were together for three. Rona hit in 2020. So we were together for almost 4 years before he started posting my pictures on Facebook. And once he
Stop,
started
stop.
posting,
Hold, 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 hold.
Mhm.
That's interesting. That's interesting. How did you feel about that?
Um,
Or when did you first post him? When did you first post him?
I didn't post him till after he posted me, and
Was it a
it wasn't so much that we were trying to keep it from anybody, but he's very private, and also
what up,
his
Black?
thing was
What's happening? What's happening?
he said he had seen so many people who would be talking about this my girl, this my dude, and then 3 months later he they come with somebody else.
Right.
So
Hey,
he was just like he wasn't gonna do that.
Black, this Yana, man. This my little home girl with the Drew Hills with me.
What's happening? What's
Hey,
happening? I'm good. What
Hey, Black, you
y'all
came in right
talking
on
about?
time. I got something for you. So when you with a person, like how long does it take for you to post them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a picture or something. Like how long you have to be in that relationship with a young lady before you do that?
I mean, I really don't post my folks. I really don't. Like I'm really private. Some real shit. I'm real private. But
So you know,
if
4 months. It took 4 months, Yana. Right? And then he posted a picture of you, and then you posted a picture of him, right?
oh, it was 4 years.
Oh, 4 years.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was about 4 years. And it was actually a picture of us together.
Oh, that was the first. Okay.
And with my my sister's a photographer, so she had taken pictures of us.
Oh,
And he
those
posted,
motherfuckers nice. Them motherfuckers. Yeah, those are nice pictures.
thank you. So he posted a picture, and one of my friends, and he tagged me and everything. And one of my friends texted me and was like, "Bitch, is y'all Facebook public?" I'm like, "What you talking about?" And I went and saw that he posted me. So after he posted pictures of me, then I started posting pictures of him. Like I respected the fact that he didn't want to start posting too soon, and I understood why he was doing it. So I wasn't tripping about what I'm a trip for.
Well, you different because Black. Why is that so important? Like to women, to most women, like why they feel like they got to be seen. Like, man, I done lost women because I ain't posting, man. Like, you know, I thought that was just the dumbest shit. You know, I'm
yeah,
trying to
I
build a
mean, like most women want to be seen. Then if they proud of you, they want to show you off. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, when you do that, you opening your relationship up to who knows who. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like, and then my thing is, look at all the people that post they, and next thing you know, they done broke up.
That's what she just
And
said.
Now,
that was what his thing was.
yeah, and that's like, but that's the world. Like everybody want to feel important. You know what I mean? Because everybody feel like they got an audience now, so everybody want to feel important. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I say, me personally, like I might not never post my folks,
I never
or if I
seen you.
might not, yeah, that's like my own family don't really know who I fuck with. Var and them don't really know who I fuck with. They seen them one
How
time.
you feel about that? How does your young lady feel about that?
She cool with it because it don't matter how she feel about it. It's me putting my, you know what I mean. Like if you want to post me on your shit, that's on you. You know what I mean. But you can't tell me how to run my social media.
Right.
And like I tell people, I live 95% of my life in the public.
Right.
The only thing I got to myself is my private life. So if you can't deal with me not sharing you, like I holler at you. You know what I mean? I'm not finna get a world 100% of me. You know what I mean? Like I've been an entertainer. You know what I mean? So I'm in the public. Now your life might not be on you know what I mean, in the public eye, but mine is. You know what I mean? And I tell people like my social media really is for business.
Right.
Like it's rare that I post some personal shit, but I make it seem like it's personal. But some real personal shit that's really going on with me, I rarely post. If
Yeah, you
anything, I'm
tell
gonna
me
post some shit that Yeah, if anything, I'm gonna post some shit I'm trying to celebrate, but when something really going on with me, nah, it ain't everybody's business.
I don't think it should be that important, but a lot of women, like I say, I needed to lose the motherfuckers though, because like, and I was trying to build. Now the only thing they would say is that, how you say the same shit you say, Black, like stop acting a fool, because they would say, well, you on that cutting up like that, you might as well post. And they thought I was trying to hide them and shit, and I should have been hiding the motherfuckers though, but it wasn't like that though. I'm trying to build my brand.
Yeah,
And then the other aspect though, Black, somebody like I don't want my. Like just like my mama don't get out there that much too much. Like I just some shit just private,
Right. I mean, like why are you so eager for me to share you with everybody? Why are you so eager with everybody knowing that we kicking it? You know what I mean?
When you got 2 pages, all that shit, man. She just told me that. She told me I asked her about like the work husband situation, when people have work husband and wife, work wives.
Yeah. I done heard about that bullshit.
Hey, but listen though, she say that she think women be on the bullshit like more than men do.
Yeah, they do.
Like, that's shocking to me, man. I mean, I know
that be women that ain't satisfied with what they got at the house.
Y'all know what she said?
Yeah, that's all that is, Phil. Like I wish my girl would come back to me talking about her work husband and all. Like what? what the fuck is a work husband?
I mean, it's
inappropriate.
Like it's inappropriate when you're in a relationship anyway. Like I was telling Carrie, I had a work husband, but I was single, and but we didn't talk once we clocked out. We didn't talk to each other. It was just at work.
Okay, how far does this shit go though? Like I ain't never I ain't nobody.
I mean, like I said, let me like in the morning, like I said, sometimes he would bring me breakfast, or I would bring him breakfast, or it would be coffee or whatever the case may be, or sometimes he would go to lunch and be like, come on down here. Even if we might eat in a cafe at work. Come down here and sit with me. It would just be stuff like that. It was never anything it was no emotional tie, put it like that.
He don't try to push up on you?
No, because if he done it would have been doing it.
Yeah, but that leads into some emotional shit and some intimacy. It might not always lead to sex, but it will lead to some intimacy. Like certain shit that y'all doing.
Everything depends on the individual though. Because basically I call him my work husband, but I pretty much it's the same stuff I did with my tight girls at work. The difference is we talked outside. Me and my female friends talked outside of work. Or I might call her in the morning and be like, bitch, I'm going to Chick-fil-A, you want something? I'm going to Starbucks, you want something, and vice versa. So it's not like it was anything that I was doing for him that I wouldn't do for one of my homegirls.
Why is it called a work husband? That's a goddamn a buddy. Like, Black, tell me about the level of intimate. Like, what you talking about? Like, I want to know the other side of it. Like, Yana, you good. Like, y'all did good.
Like, I done heard one incident where they had done got so deep that when he passed away, she came to the funeral, the work wife. The real wife didn't want her there. But she felt like that she should be there because she was his work wife, and they said she was carrying on like it was her real motherfucking husband.
Well, see, she was a problem. She was a problem from the jump.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right, that was completely different. That was a completely different situation because she was a problem from the get. If she was, first of all, he had no business with a work wife when he got a wife at home. That's number one.
Right, that's my whole thing.
She was an issue because if the wife had a problem with her, she shouldn't have even. That should have been the end of that.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like that. All like they making too many titles, man. Like they make a title for every goddamn thing now. Right, like everything is cool. You know what I mean? Like certain if if I got a work wife and I got a real wife, so what's gonna make my real wife feel more exclusive than the work wife? You know what I mean? Like, nah, hell no.
Well, what's
Like,
gonna be
I can't.
well, first of all, again, having a real wife and a work wife should not coincide. That's number one. Number two,
Right.
in the event that it does, what's gonna make your real wife feel more exclusive is the fact that she got your last name and she got the ring. So
Yeah, but
but I know, I understand that. But again, a man with a wife should not have a work wife, and a woman that's married should not have a work husband. Period.
I mean, like if
I might be tired, I might beat you.
Yeah, but if you me being your husband ain't the title that's gonna differentiate me from everybody. I just won't be involved with you. Like you ain't finna break down the husband. Well, this is my work husband, this is my real.
Right, and that's why you can't. That's why
you're not. No. I'm not the one that's gonna pay for that title. You know what I mean? Not if I gotta share that motherfucker.
But Black, Yana, I want y'all to ask me something. Why is these motherfuckers sitting going and sit somewhere and eat lunch together? Why is these niggas buying my wife sausage biscuit, chicken biscuits in the mall? Like none of that shit, man.
I think that's what I'm saying. When there is a relationship involved, the work relationship should not even exist.
That's why I ain't never kicked that shit. I ain't.
And so, and you know, you got to think about it. When I had a work husband, I was single because I left my husband in 2010. No, 2009. And I didn't.
Was you still married, Yana?
Huh? No.
Okay.
I left him in 2009, and I didn't get into a relationship, like a real relationship, which was with Derek, until 2016. So you talking about 7 years? I could do what the fuck I wanted to do.
7 years. What you doing them 7 years?
Huh?
What you doing them 7 years?
Doing them 7 years, starting and bopping. I was doing me. I was doing me. I was bothered when I wanted to be bothered. When I didn't want to be bothered, I was not.
Yeah.
You know, I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah. That's shit.
Just like you know, I got a ton of play sisters or females that I talk to, and I don't even call them. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I'll never call them, but I rarely call them. I let them call me because I don't want they man to feel uncomfortable about our relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I also tell women, the women that I deal with, that I got a ton of play sisters. Like I really do. Like they've been in my life, some of them 30 years, 25 years. You know what I mean? So they not going nowhere. But I'll introduce you to them. And matter of fact, they'll be real friends of yours. You know what I mean? Like my folks are legit. You know what I mean? So you ain't got to worry about me. Yeah, but I'm saying like all that husband shit. Like I ain't finna be your whatever husband. Like no, hell no. Your man need to have that title to himself. You know what I mean?
Black, when we was in high school, I think I was finna jump on one of my little partners by Shawty. She my little sister. I put them together. Yeah. You know the nigga too. I just hold on, little bro. Like, but she been my sister for 30, like you say. But we talk on Facebook. I hit her up. We've been doing this shit, you know. But shit, I'm my little like. But other than that, I don't do that shit.
I mean, like, some of them might. Some of them call me every day. Like we talk, but I don't ever want their man to feel uncomfortable. Like you call me when you can talk. You know what I mean? But I would never want their man to feel uncomfortable.
Hey, but have you ever dealt with anything like? Has anybody ever came to you with a situation like that? You know, to where the husband got me involved.
With me involved in it. I don't have some women that they man pulled them away from me because they can't believe that we that close. You know what I mean? But I let them go do their thing. Then whenever y'all fall out or whatever, I'm still right here. Like that's just like my real sister. Like nigga, I'm not gonna stop being your brother because you met somebody. You know what I mean? Like if y'all cool and you happy, you know what I mean? I'm cool. I'll take a back seat and like I don't get caught up in all that, man. I really don't.
I think that fucked up when you have to lose a friend, though. You know.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't like if he uncomfortable, but that's your man, he pull you away from me. That's on you. I'm still the same motherfucker. Yeah, like even if y'all fall out and come back, I'm like we gonna still be cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't get. I don't knock you for what you did, or if you think you're in love, or if you're in love, or whatever. I don't like pimp. I have a real belief in everybody has the right to live their life the way they want to. You know what I mean? Like I don't interfere with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so if you meet a man that you feel like got your best interest at heart, that's the nigga that you really want to be with, shout to go do your thing, man.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
Right.
You ain't finna be like, ain't no, all that shit over with. Like, cause you don't need another man in your life once you meet me. Like, I need all.
Yeah, I'm saying, but if I'm not knocking you down and you really like my little sister or my play sister pimp, I'm not gonna. You don't need nobody. I make sure you don't need nobody, but I'm not knocking you from going to get a man. Like.
I mean, the thing about it is when you're talking about a 20 to 30 year, you 10 to 20, 10 to 30 year relationship because we old, so we got folks we've been friends with 30-some years.
Yeah, I got some 40-year friendships.
Right. So that's different because these are people that you've been around all your life. Right. They done seen all their bullshit. They done seen all your bullshit. You've been their shoulder to cry on. They've been your person to vent to. They've really been friends, and that's really all.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all have anybody that y'all like black, like you and old girl? Yeah, it's a friendly. I feel like you know I'm talking about since high school. I feel like y'all always like just had it, but I don't think nothing ever transpired from it. But it was out. He like who? That nigga flirt.
Yeah, I'm you know, I got a lot of friends since high school. Who you talking about?
You an old girl though. You an old girl who wrote the book though. Y'all was like,
oh yeah. I mean, we done kicked it once or twice. Like, but we done kicked it for real. Right when we got out of school and
So would you bring her around your new girl?
Would I do what?
I said, would you bring her around your new girl? Like if it was a gathering or something, you know what I'm saying? Would you bring her?
I'm saying if we happen to be at the same place at the same time, cool.
Yeah, but you introduce her like
nah. Yeah, I'm saying, I introduce them and like I'm like everybody know they relationship with me. Like ain't no we don't cross no lines. Like I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. Like I had a birthday party back in 2010, and she came.
Okay.
Now I did. Now it had been what 20 years since we fucked around, but and I didn't know she had the feelings she had for me. I really didn't. But I had my girl then. She was. Let's see. In 2010, we were what 40. We was in our 40s, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my girlfriend then was 25. Red, bad, worked that Delta. You know what I mean? So when she see her, oh nigga, she cussed me out. Call me everything but the child of God. And the friends that went to school with us that was there at the party, Erica Williams was there. They were like, what the hell wrong with her? I'm like, Shawty, honestly, I don't know. We ain't really fucked around in 20-some years.
So what happened? I was just playing.
I'm saying she showed her ass. She showed her ass.
Huh?
What you say?
That means she was just unhappy. That's all that was. She was unhappy with her situation. That wasn't even about you or about your girl. It was just that her ass was unhappy. And she may have seen you as the one who got away, and then when she saw you with somebody else, just set her out.
I wouldn't say that. Right. I wouldn't say that. And I think you know this person too. If you knew who it was, you wouldn't say that. I think Cause she's a prideful person, right? Would you say that?
Right. Yeah.
Why you didn't know, Black?
I'm saying, Pimp, I was on the road. I hadn't seen these folks in school for real.
Okay.
Like I had, I was running around the country then, so I didn't know that she actually still had those feelings. I knew we were still cool, but I didn't know she still had those type feelings.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
like, in conversation or nothing like that, you didn't get no clue.
Because I haven't seen her. That's what I'm saying. I haven't really seen these folks in 20 years.
So she just holding on to the old stuff.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I knew we always had a certain chemistry. You know what I mean? But like I didn't know it was that deep. You know what I mean?
No, this nigga here, Yana. All our girlfriends, all our girlfriends, my girlfriend, Julie's girlfriend, my little crew, all our girlfriends like Black. Black cool as fuck though. Black, you cool ass nigga.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know that girls like me. I just knew I'm cool with everybody. You know what I mean?
That to what I was saying earlier here, like some men just have that dynamic personality that will attract women without even trying, and the bitch might not even be on your damn radar, so you don't even see that's what, because you're not feeling that way about her.
Nah, so, especially if they with my homeboy. You know what I mean?
So like, you might miss all of that because that ain't what you're looking for. You ain't checking for that.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody else probably recognize, but I recognize because I got it down to me. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't my feeling. I thought it was cool. I thought like shit, this shit pretty dope.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm talking about like how them bitches was biting on you. I was getting motherfucker biting on me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That shit was a good time. Hey, I remember one time we was in what's that hotel over there across the street from
Red Carpet.
Yeah, red carpet. It was red carpet.
I already know what you talking about, Bill. Red carpet. We used to live in that motherfucker.
It was me and goddamn me and the little dudes you used to go with. Yana. And little Dexter. Me and little Dexter. And
boy, you finna get him in trouble. You finna get him in trouble 30 years later, nigga.
I had
I'm just talking.
Hey, but anyway, we was at the little spot, man, over there, and bruh, that shit was so wild, man. I was goddamn knocking down that chick, and it was my partner girl, man. And he, like, everybody came to the room that night. Them nigga walked in, man. We in the bed, like, that shit was wild. Like, I'm in the bed, Dick in the bed over here and shit, and them nigga walked in. I dapped her down and shit. You know how wild I was. You know, I was goddamn running around. You know, I was doing my thing, so I was paying for everything. But that shit, I was just thinking about it, like, and them folks had to go. That Monday, we had to go to the, what's that shit? We leave the school to the OEC shit. All over OEC. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. It was like, it wasn't no thing, though, because to my understanding, nigga, we partners, nigga. We ain't tripping about these.
Most men, most of the time, y'all don't trip like that.
But I think I was wrong, though. I was wrong this time.
You was wrong as hell, but you were also young.
I was wrong.
You was wrong, you were young. Yeah, like,
I don't really like that shit.
We all did some stupid shit when we were young, so you can't. I mean, it was wrong as hell, but it was part of your learning curve.
And shit, he got me back. Shit, trembling. Yeah, that shit was fun, man. Good old days, though. That red carpet. Hey, Black, what you think about this Dwayne Wade son? I'm not here to judge nobody, but I'm saying I was thinking like, little boy about in the 5th or 6th grade. So we supposed to mind our business, but what if your son, you got a son in the 6th grade and he got it? Man, him and the little boy French kissing and shit, man. And it's something wrong about this shit, man. I don't feel right about this shit.
I'm gonna say this about that. I would, even if it was a heterosexual situation, my 12-year-old ain't got no business tonguing nobody down. Period. Girl, boy, dog, cat. You ain't got no business at 12 years old tonguing nobody down. So that's my thing. And then as far as it being a gay, queer, whatever she's
Yeah,
referring to herself as. 'Cause I'm gonna be respectful. Um, I feel like at 12 years old, I mean, people say that they know, like they knew when they were real young, and I guess because I would want my child to feel like they could always come to me, that they could talk to me, that no matter what, I'm going to support them. Even if I don't agree with what they're doing, I'm gonna have my child's back. So I ain't gonna really trip about it. I don't think. Now, like I said, a 12-year-old ain't got no business tonguing nobody down, no way. Now, what you're not gonna do as a 12-year-old in my house is, if you're a boy or a girl, you're gonna dress like a boy or a girl
right.
because you're
Hey,
12.
you never know. I'm just keeping gangster with you. You ain't got to look, baby. I know you. Your son, goddamn, that boy, you ain't going for that shit, man. You can keep it real. Like, cause I ain't going. I'm fighting about that shit because it's too. The nigga is too. That shit
He's too
wrong, bro.
young. Yeah, I think you're just too young. That's my whole thing. Like, you don't know what you're doing at 12 years old.
Yeah, he too young.
He's just
Right.
too young, and
That
that's
nigga,
the other thing.
that shit wrong, bro.
But
I
I
don't like talking
also,
shit. But I'm asking y'all because I want to know what's y'all take on it. Like, what's the mindset of these? It might be some new parenting shit going on that I don't know about. Black, help me
well,
out.
it's
Like,
about
Yeah,
really like,
it's a whole lot of new parenting shit that I don't give a fuck about.
I
Let
understand
alone
that.
don't know about it. Like my kids got raised the same way I did. You
Right.
know what I mean? And from 0 to 18, you belong to me. Now,
yeah.
when you turn 18, you free to make your own decisions. Because I don't did all my work from 0 to 18. Like I really put time and energy into my children. So I feel like when you get 18, you have the right to live your life however you choose to. But you also got to understand you have to deal with them consequences that come along with all the decisions that you make.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean? Now I'm not finna deal with your consequences. No, you got to deal with your consequences, just like I had to deal with mine. You know what I mean? Like I left home at 17. You know what I mean? So hey
Yeah,
man,
you do.
it's a different world, and it's fucked up the way the world going. Like with them trying to
Ask
get
you,
rid of all the gender roles and all that shit, but that's a part of population control.
so that's where
Like
we headed.
yeah.
That shit is that shit scary, man.
Let me tell you some crazy shit that you know what I mean. I'll send you the video if you need me to, but there's a dude named Papa Duck that I listen to, and he talking
Yeah, for
about how now, yeah,
yeah.
now he be talking about that now they can actually download your consciousness and on a memory card and put it in a robot. That's what that AI shit is. Like that's why they had you to download all your memories and all that shit in them clouds. You know what I mean? That's why they had you doing all the Snapchat with the facial features, all that shit.
Oh,
That's what all that shit is for.
you know
So
what?
really,
That's, God
like
damn.
they making robots to do everything you do. They got robots that work in fast food places now. Like this shit really about population control, Pimp.
I made a mistake and hit 911 a couple of weeks ago, right? Little iPhone. Bro, I don't be setting up nothing. Bro, do you know they text message 5 people. They text message my mama, my daughter old phone number, my son dead, bro. They
Yeah.
text message
Yeah.
somebody else as my manager. They just guessed who these people were. And I figured it out. It was the phone, like doing some computer shit. Like I hit drunk, hit the thing and shit, and then call them back or something. You know, they normally would call back. Man, they called because my ex, she texted me like everything all right, but it sent the motherfuckers my address. Sent them my address. All of them.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey,
How did
Pimp,
this shit happen?
that's why they going digital with everything, man. They done made a digital world. That's what the metaverse is. Pimp, they done made a digital world. Now you can buy shit that don't even exist. Like you, hey man, this is technology, pimp. Like these white boys think they God, man. These white folks think they God, pimp. They playing God now. Like that's why they're getting rid of all the gender roles. Okay, if you get rid of all the gender roles, and it ain't no difference between a boy and a girl, we can't procreate. Now they saying that they can actually change. They can give you whatever child you want. They can give it to you.
In the metaverse.
No, I'm in real life, pimp.
Man, I'm see.
Pimp, I send you a video from Papa Duck where he got it where they talking about changing your genetics and all kind of shit, man. And it ain't about us. They don't give a fuck about us. It's the kids.
Yeah.
And see what we fail to realize is that you don't even own your child, pimp. You know when you sign that child birth certificate, you sign them over to the United States. That's why you can't do shit to your kids no more. Just like now, they'll talk to your kids about you before they talk to you about your kids.
Yeah,
because really your kids got all the rights. It's crazy, pimp. But I pay attention to all this shit that go on, man. Like, hey, pimp, this shit wild out here, man. That's why they passing that new gun law where you don't need no permit to carry a pistol.
I thought it was already passed.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why they passed. That's what I'm saying. Now, okay, if everybody can walk around with a pistol, you know this bitch finna be the Wild Wild West. It's already crazy out here.
What you mean?
Okay, just
law to me. What is it? What
I'm saying you know how you used to have to get a gun permit to carry a pistol. You don't have to get one now.
So if they stop you and you got a gun, what?
You just got a gun.
You got a gun. But see that get the police the right to say they was in fear of their life now. They can pop your ass for real now.
Oh shit!
I didn't know he had a gun. He just pulled a gun out.
Yeah, man, they trying to set niggas ass up, man.
Nigga, they set niggas ass up. They ain't trying. They doing it. Now, okay, what if now everybody? I'm saying like everybody can carry their pistol now. Okay, what if you carry your pistol in Walmart? Okay, what if somebody see you and say, I felt like I was threatened? He pull out his pistol. Man, there's a shootout in that bitch.
This shit,
you know what I mean? So now y'all got people playing judge and jury. Like it's already crazy out here. It's finna get worse now, pimp.
Hey, help me out though. Why would they do that? Like I mean,
it's called population control, pimp. They make it right now. They making robots to do everything we do, pimp. Like these folks don't realize, pimp. A lot of us ain't gonna have no. Well, a lot of them ain't gonna have no jobs, man, in a minute because they got a robot that do that shit. They don't have to pay no salary. They don't have to worry about you calling in sick. They don't have to worry about none of this shit that you know what I mean. That motherfucker do on their job, pimp. Like if you go to Walmart now, they got 21 goddamn registers, but it might be one register open. Everything else is self checkout. They started this shit way back with Cub Foods, pimp. Think about it. When you used to have to bag your own groceries, that's how long this shit been going on.
So let me ask you something. You're giving us good information. What do we do right now? What can we tell people to do? Like, okay, like some niggas just dead. They just because they ain't got no home.
Right.
We ain't talking about them. Like help me out, Yana. Like, what can we do to get ahead of this shit?
First of all, we gotta get together and start having meetings, pimp. Like a lot of this shit going on, and see they throw you off. They create a scandal and keep your mind occupied.
They keep some shit going. I noticed that.
Hey man, they just created a 2-year scandal with this COVID-19, pimp. Come on, man.
After Kobe died, like
now, I'm saying, but look, they said when you get the vaccine, you can't give it to nobody. You won't get sick. You won't catch it. Okay, soon as everybody went and got the vaccine, all that shit changed. Now you can still give it to people. You can still catch it and everything, pimp. What is in this vaccine, pimp? Now they got you. Well, now you don't got the vaccine. Now you got to get boosted. Now it's probably gonna be a once or two every two, maybe 2 times a year. You're gonna have to get a boost. The booster. What is in this shit, Pip?
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yana, you took it, did
Yeah, because I had to. But I ain't getting no damn booster. They can kiss my ass with that.
Yeah.
They got all they gonna get out of me. And if my job didn't pay what it paid, I wouldn't have gotten it. I would have quit.
I understand.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why they did it. Like they know a certain amount of people. If they put that mask or that mandate out where you got to get the vaccine, most people gonna go on and get it because you got to keep your way of living. Right. You know what I mean? So, but this is my thing. Why were the kids the last ones to be able to get the vaccine though? Now this shit so contagious, and kids catch more germs than any goddamn body. But they were the last ones to goddamn get the vaccine shot. Come on now, and they were still going to school too now.
Hell yeah, they was.
Come on now.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. But I tell you what, all I know is I didn't take that shit, but I know a lot of people. That niggas died, bro. I know niggas. My partner Terry died
after getting the shot.
After he got.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
After he got the shot, he went into a diabetic coma.
But see, he was shouldn't have got it anyway. There's certain underlying conditions where the people they shouldn't have and couldn't get the shot. Now let's be clear. I don't trust the government like that, and I wasn't necessarily for the shot itself, but it took me a long time to make the decision to get it.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I went ahead and did it is because my job is a government contractor, so we fell under the federal mandate. And I have been trying to get in this company since I was like 19. So I finally got in there, and they paying me what I'm worth, and they don't bother me or whatever. So I did what I needed to do. But I do know that there are certain underlying conditions that people had that they couldn't get the shot and shouldn't have gotten the shot.
Right.
I think diabetes is one of them. Because it don't take much, for you to go for a full-blown diabetic to go into a diabetic coma.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not with the medical profession, period. Like I watched my brother and my daddy take 30 pills a day, and they still left here before I did.
Well, the thing about that is, just like if you listen to commercials about medication, they all got some kind of side effects. So you got to take the medicine to fix whatever's going on. Then you got to take something to help that side effect, and then something it's a trickle down effect. But in real life, if we just eat better and
exercise,
then we'll eliminate a lot of that stuff. Because our ancestors didn't have
drink water. Yeah. Exercise and eat right. That's all it takes.
Yeah. If our ancestors used they used the earth to cure. I mean, that even the white folks took the concept of voodoo and medicine man and made it something scary when that really wasn't. The medicine man was the doctor. You went to that joke and they mixed up. You told them what was going on. They mixed up them herbs, burned a little sage over you, threw them cowrie shells and some bones, and you took them herbs, you rubbed that salve on you, and it took care of what it took care of. And that was it. Right. But there's no money in it. Right. So that's why they're not doing it. And I mean, like one of the girls that work out with me, she had bad allergies. And she went to an herbalist. And basically the herbalist told her everything is you gotta work on your body from the inside out.
That's right.
You got to work from the inside out. So it was some of the foods that she was eating, and not necessarily anything processed or not necessarily anything bad, but certain seasons if she ate certain foods during certain seasons, it would trigger her allergies. My sister went through the same thing. So like she couldn't drink like green tea, red wine, and said she couldn't eat like bread during a certain time of year, or it would trigger her allergies. It wasn't that it was bad for her, but she just couldn't eat it during that particular time of year. But we don't take the first thing we do is run to the doctor when there's something going on, and we don't take the time to find out what's going on with our bodies, and what worked for your body ain't gonna necessarily work for mine.
Right.
So we have to figure out, like, and that's where real life trustworthy genetic testing comes in, because there are certain things that trigger my allergies. Now, my mom, and my sister, we share at least 13 of the same chromosomes. But there are things that trigger my allergies that won't trigger my mama's, or that'll trigger my mama's and won't trigger my sister. So you got to know all of that to know how to fix whatever it is that's wrong. And medication is not it. A lot of times it's diet, the whole eating for your blood type thing. I have a book that tells me is that now I don't do it. I don't follow it like I'm supposed to, but I have a book that tells me exactly what I should eat for my blood type to keep my blood clean, to keep me from gaining an exorbitant amount of weight, and to keep me healthy.
Right. How accurate is this shit though? Like, is this like that holistic shit?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, and I mean that's what. But again, that's what our ancestors did. That's what the basis of
I'm saying,
the medicine man and all of that stuff. That's where it came from. And when they brought us over here, it took us away from our roots. Yeah. And we didn't have all that, like we didn't have all that disease and fame. Just like when they came over here and killed all the Native Americans, they brought all that shit here. They didn't have all that stuff because everything they did was natural as well. We didn't have all them disease. The only thing we had was sickle cell, and sickle cell was actually our cells developed the sickle shape to fight off malaria. So that was a natural occurrence. But when we came over here, it messed, because malaria wasn't here, it messed us up.
Right.
So it's all, it works. It works.
So where can people find out this information? Like where like I got people that's gonna see this and they gonna want to know like where do you go? Like a green person like me, where do I start at? I mean,
you need to find an herbalist. Like there's the lady that my sister and I have been, she has a store in Conyers. It's in the plaza where the Publix is on 138. And I went in there because I'm pre-diabetic, and I went in there and told her what I needed. She told me exactly what to get.
No. Hey, Pip, I don't do never take my vitamins, man, and I try to eat right. That's it. Drink plenty of water. Get a little. No, I ain't on shit, Pimp. I don't take no medication. Like I just told her, like I watched. Huh?
How you lose that weight like that? Like you lost weight, bro. You lost weight.
Like, yeah, I lost 50 pounds, Pimp. But let me tell you, man, when I started eating took all the sugar out of my diet. I stopped eating anything white rice, white potatoes, bread, all that shit. Just took it out.
Yeah, it's extra processed.
Then I started eating all my food I was cooking on the grill. All the bullshit in the meat falling in the fire. All the grease, all that shit, it's falling in the fire, Pimp.
So you start eating fried food and all that?
Yeah. For about 1.5 years, 2 years. And see, what made me do it was when Fred had that stroke in 2015. Fred had a major stroke, man. Fred wasn't even a whole year older than me. And Fred was probably about damn near 100 pounds lighter than me. So my logic was, it don't have to hit me. This shit just got right next to me.
Right.
So I'm not finna wait till it hit me to be like, damn, I should have damn did this. No, nigga, when that shit getting that close to me, Pimp, I'm finna gonna make some goddamn changes now.
Okay, so walk me through it. Like, what was your thought process, Black? Like when you first started that journey, like the first day you say, fuck it, what was it like? Or did it take a period of time for you to get it going?
It was gradual. You know what I mean? And like, first of all, I had to read up on what'll be best. You know what I mean? And I tell people this, you pay attention to your life, Pimp. Like if something go wrong with me, I can pretty much tell you what I did different that probably caused that shit. You know what I mean? Because I really pay attention to what I eat. I pay attention to what I do. I pay attention to, like, I don't stress about shit, man. I don't believe in that shit, man. When my girl start tripping or start stressing, I'm like, hey, shout that. Look, that ain't how I get out. Like, tell me what the problem is. Let's get that shit out the way. But stressing about bills and all, like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even when, right, and then the shit gonna come right back anyway, pimp. That's the way the world is designed. Like, I don't give a fuck how you pay a bill off. Guess what? Here come nothing.
Yeah, they gonna keep goddamn coming. Them shit gonna
right. That's so ain't no need of me stressing about that shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I can, and like I was told, you do what you can and you pray about the rest and you let it go. Okay, I'm a firm believer in that shit. And I ask people all the time, are you a Christian? They be like, yeah. Okay, well, where your faith at? Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't have faith. You say you got it. That's all it is.
But they don't understand what faith truly is. Like having the faith of a mustard seed is exactly that.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that that's what it is. And sometimes because we are supernaturals having a human experience. So it makes sense that when something happens, you stress. Because sometimes I stress about stuff, but I don't live in that shit. It might bother me, but then it's like, okay, bitch, you got to get your shit together and you need to figure out what you got to fix it. And that's really all you can do. You can only control what you can control.
That's it.
That's it too. It's hey Black, I'm gonna tell you this because you be the main person telling me stuff, but I've been trying it, man, and ever since this peace thing, bro, so I protect that shit, but bro, I what it is me. I take the initiative to try to be as positive as I can, right? And like I'm thinking a lot more now, man, and I'm getting better results, and I just feel good. So now when folk be trying to knock me off my shit, bro, it like I can see it. I just go the other way because what I realize is I don't give a fuck nobody think about me, but bro, a lot of the shit I go for real. I don't need to do what I be like. So I know that I got to get I'm in a better space now, and I like it. And it's like, and what it is what y'all said. No stress. Can't shit, man. I just lost my best friend in the world. There's nothing that can stress me out more than to stress it out.
Right, because you see that you don't lost your nigga. I'm talking about your nigga. Okay, and you still surviving.
Surviving. So
if I can survive after that, ain't nothing else compare. You know what I mean?
You told me that. It happened. It happened. It's easy. Like it's so, but it's all about you got to know who you are. I just tapped myself. Like I know I'm how to do it. You might well get with it now. And so I'm on top of it, and I just like the peace part, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, about it too, it's natural to have those feelings. It's natural to have those emotions. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. The thing is, you can't live in that shit.
That's it.
You can't live in it. You got to have you have to allow yourself to feel those feelings. And once you feel them, and they might arise, you might be good for a year, and them feelings come back. But allow yourself to feel them feelings so that it won't end up being an implosion because it's
better.
Right.
It's so great. It was the last month. It's been once a week. I tap into it, and right after that, I feel, and it's like I'm getting in my head. I'm getting a connection with my boy, and this shit working for me.
Yeah, because you have to allow yourself to feel what you feel, and unfortunately, it's Black men have been taught not to show emotion, not to feel emotion, and y'all are taught that from little boys. You fall, get up. What you crying for? Let that baby cry. Because so many, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of what's going on with our men, with out here just shooting up shit and wilding, is because they hurt, and rather than cry, that pain comes out as anger. And I'll tell anybody, you know, the Black community got a lot of healing to do, but if we get y'all healed first, it's gonna trickle down. It's gonna automatically trickle down to us, because when our men are healed and they can do what it is that they are designed to do, then that takes the weight off of us. And when it takes the weight off of us, that allows us to do what we need to do. It allows us to have your back and y'all to have ours. And because the Black woman is the backbone of the community, but y'all, it's like y'all the head and we the neck. And without that neck, the head is gonna stand.
Yeah, but first,
together So the
Yeah,
neck
but
folded up.
but women gotta understand their role. Like
See, that's what I was finna
like
say.
and I'm not blaming y'all for anything because y'all have been led the wrong way.
But
Like
I can agree with you
y'all have been told that y'all don't need a man
But you know
because
that comes from things like mass incarceration.
right.
Where
But I'm saying, but
our mamas and aunts and cousins and grandmamas they had no choice but to do it by themselves. And because they were
yeah,
able to do it by themselves, then they've shown everybody that
but
came after them that they don't
but
need
this,
a man. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't need a man is like the biggest lie ever told.
right.
That's the biggest lie ever told. And it could be simple stuff like a few years back, it was a big ass spider web on my damn porch. And I'm talking about that bitch was big. And I don't do spider webs. I'm not scary like that. Only thing I'm afraid of for real is snakes. But I was like, this is the kind of shit, just little simple stuff like this is what makes I don't need a man
Right.
alive.
Right.
And it don't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but just a man, period. Like one time I caught 2 flat tires on the way to work. And I was able to call my daddy. And my daddy got up out his bed. And my daddy been retired for almost 10 years. He ain't had nowhere to go, nothing to do. I was on my way to work on 285 at La Vista Road. My daddy got up out of his bed from Gresham Road, came to La Vista, and changed my tire. That's another reason why I don't need a man is a damn lie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying like we know it's a lie, but then it was designed that way. Like they want to keep y'all vulnerable. They want to keep y'all vulnerable, and a lot of women chose the government instead of a man. Like when you get on Section 8 or something, they're gonna tell you can't have no man in this house. Okay, yeah, that's now they want you dependent on them, but so they can control you.
But see, what
Like
you also
that's
understand is those programs. So we kind of fell into that because none of those programs were designed to help Black women in the first place.
yeah. I'm saying I know it.
All of it was
I
designed
know
for
it.
like the whole welfare system came about because of World War II, I believe. No, maybe World War II, because the men were off at war and the women were
Yeah.
left at home. So somebody somehow, and we weren't allowed to. I ain't gonna say we weren't allowed to work, but most women were in the workforce.
Right.
So the whole welfare system and all of that was designed to help white women because though they are the ones who quote unquote needed the help because
Really?
women we gonna make that shit
Oh
happen.
yeah.
We gonna
Yeah.
make it happen. We we might not have nothing but a bag of beans and a bag of rice in our damn cabinet, but we gonna fix that shit up and every day it's gonna taste like a different meal. So we
Right.
good. But all of that shit was designed for them. And we just
Oh yeah.
happened to slide into some of that. So I
Right.
don't necessarily believe that it was designed to keep us from wanting a man, but when we slid into it, that was a byproduct of it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's
Just
not
like
like
Pip, but I'm gonna tell you something that's really gonna trip you out. Like the whole feminist movement, which got all this bullshit started, it wasn't for Black women. That was for white women. Black women jumped in that shit.
When did that start, Black? Well, that whole
That was
movement.
like 1960 something, I think.
In the 60s.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't Black women didn't have nothing to do with it. That was white women having problems with their man.
At
Black
what
people,
point did
black.
though?
I'm saying the black man never felt like he was superior to the black woman. We wasn't having marital problems until Black women jumped into that feminist movement.
When did that happen? Like at what point you think?
I think like 67,
Yeah.
like 67 or some shit like that.
So the Black women started doing it in the 60s too.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's when it all came about. But it was white women having problem with their husband.
And then
It wasn't women, period. It was white women having problem with their husband.
Okay.
And Black women jumped in the cause.
But I think now the younger generations, I could say starting with us, we're starting to realize. I mean, I don't subscribe to that feminist shit because I feel like there are
Right.
certain things that men should do and certain things that women should do.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I believe in gender roles, but
Yeah.
I think that it's getting to where now we realize that feminism was not intended for the Black woman, and so now we have our own movement. It's not intersectional because first of all, we're Black first, and then we're women,
That's
and
right.
so white women struggles and Black women struggles,
Oh,
even if
not
it
the
was
same.
the same, it ain't the same. We don't have the
It's
same
not.
issues they have.
Nah,
We have third world ass issues. The issues that they have, they have rich people issues. Even poor white
Right,
women have
right.
rich folk issues.
Right.
yeah, it's different. I hate to say that, but it's different. You know?
No, it ain't. I don't hate to say it. It's facts.
I don't
Like, and then
that because I don't want the problems
that's
that they got because them bitches got some problems.
right.
Yeah.
But that's the first step, Pimp. Like we gotta sit down and talk and get the truth out. And but
Right.
see what people don't understand is it don't take a whole lot of motherfucker to get something started. Give
No, I
me
realize
five
that now.
give me five motherfuckers that think like me.
There you
We
go.
can get some shit done.
And then it need to spread. It'll spread. Yeah, absolutely.
It'll spread. Like people like to be a part of something. They don't like to be there when you build it. They like to be a part of something when it get hot. You know what I mean?
You know, I know. That's why. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something with that. I decided, man, probably about 3 months ago that I had so much shit going on. You know, I talk about it a lot. Everything I say I'm gonna do, I'm doing it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I get up
Right.
every day and I'm building on something every day. And they say it can't be done, and it can't. Like you can't tell me I can't do because I did. I feel like this. I've been on the job for 12 years. Believe it or not, I got up on time, programmed, did everything these motherfuckers. I spent half the time on my shit. I'm gonna be successful in because I just ain't know. I've never like been a quitter, bro. So I just fell into that world like you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't. So I'm dead. That shit dead, bro. You got to get up and do
Yeah,
something.
but see when somebody tell you can't do something, that's because they can't do it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
And they don't want you to do nothing that they can't do. Like that's the problem with Black folk. Like we hate to see somebody doing better than us.
I've learned to just not. I don't say that no more.
Right,
I told myself, stop all that talking. That's why you don't complete nothing. So now I'm just,
Yeah, because then it become pressure. Like when you tell folks what you're trying to do, and you put that shit out there in the atmosphere, Pimp. Now eyes on you. They want to stand. 99% of the people are rooting against you. They root against you. So, like Pimp, everything I've done, everything I've learned, I'm self-taught on everything. Like ain't nobody taught me shit. Even when I go to motherfuckers and tell them, hey man, I need this right here. This what I need. This what I need. Hey man, you think the motherfucker trying to help me get it? Nigga, no.
Have you learned anything? Yeah. Ain't nobody doing shit. Black, fuck them though. But have you?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. But
have you got any more information on that metaverse shit?
Nah, man. And I want to get into it because they said that's the thing that's making everybody rich now. That's the lick.
Yana, you know anything about it?
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
Yeah, getting into that digital world, man.
Yeah, we got to tap in, man. I got to figure that shit out because Snoop Dogg. I was watching the interview with Snoop yesterday. Now I'm gonna tell you something about this. About 25 years ago, I heard Snoop on another interview talking about this streaming shit. I went to sleep. I just heard the same thing. That's what I'm talking about. This redemption shit I've been on lately. Like it seems like a lot of I'm being faced with big situations that I faced years ago. I got a second chance at this shit.
Right.
I'm on my road to redemption for real. And it's like, I feel like everybody should do that. Like, if you've been presented with opportunities to do the right thing versus cutting a corner, don't cut no corners, just do it. I ain't never just did the right thing. You know me, Black, I'm remixing the dope. I got to do it. I always get extra. All right, like, for the first time in my life, I'm just walking that line down. Like, you feel me? Coach Cotton asked me how many laps I ran. We got to run 50. I say, I'm on 46. I ain't ran but 36. You lying. You cheating yourself. So now I'm just walking down.
Yeah, and it hurts you. Yeah, it hurts you.
Yeah.
And see, one thing we got to learn, man, is that you still here for a reason, pimp.
Right. No doubt.
You know what I mean? Now, what that reason is, you got to find out.
Yeah.
And if you
So
sit still and
it'll come to you.
it'll come to you.
You got to sit down. That's why I be telling, hey, pimp, stop snapping on Facebook. Is not the place to snap. And a lot of business, they looking for some love or something to come back, and that ain't the place that it's gonna come back
Yeah,
from.
you know, when they stop that money that one time I told you, I said then, nigga, I'm clean big. I think now. And I just use that principle on everything. Like that shit, when they stop that little bread, that shit hurt me.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told my girl, man, take at least an hour out your day and don't do shit. Give your mind a break, man.
I need to try that.
I'm chaotic all fucking day. But take an hour out your day and just give your mind a break. Don't do shit. Just rest.
Right.
And if you
You know what I mean?
If you
just
can,
rest.
learn if you don't already, learn how to meditate. Because
Yeah.
when you meditate, meditation is like the opposite of prayer, basically. So when you pray, God is listening to you. When you meditate,
Right.
that's you
You
listening to God.
him. That's right.
If you sit still long enough, you hear, like I was listening to a meditation. It was Janae Eiko has a meditation. What is the word I'm looking for? She has a meditation on Spotify, and I was
that finger.
And it,
like
yeah, and I was sitting here. It's like a 5-minute meditation, and I was sitting here listening to, and I was just sitting here, paying attention to my breathing, and I had my eyes closed, and I couldn't even remember half of what she was saying. She was, it was like a mantra and affirmations, and I don't remember half of what she was saying, but I realized after I was sitting here for like 3 minutes that I was crying, and I don't know why. I still can't put my finger on it. And sometimes when I think about it, it make me tear up. But I know that was the spirit talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you sit, even if you meditate, because it's a process, because I'm fidgety. I can't sit still for long. Yeah. So you start with a little bit of time, a little bit. You try to do it a little bit at a time. Like folks,
I was just gonna ask you how you go about it. Like, what the fuck? You have to would I have to turn all the lights off and just
no, you just get in a comfortable position that you can do it laying down, you can do it sitting up, but you get in a comfortable position and pay attention to your breathing. Breathe in your nose and out your mouth and pay attention to your breathing. And as you pay attention to your breathing, like it'll slow your heart rate down, it'll relax you, and then you can just sit there and try to block out any noises or any thoughts. Like if your mind wanders, you bring yourself back, because it's gonna wander, because especially if you're in silence. So bring yourself back to your center and still concentrate on your breathing. And it's a process. It takes a while.
Yeah.
But RZA got a meditation, a whole meditation download on Spotify. And he just talking, and he got that voice anyway, but he just talking, and he's like affirmations, it's mantras or whatever, and you just listen.
Wait, who you say did that?
Huh? The RZA.
I said, who did that?
RZA from Wu-Tang. I'll see if I can find it, if it's still on there, and I'll
send it to me.
But just sit there and listen to it, and you just focus. You focus on his voice, not necessarily his words, because if you're meditating and your mind is still, those words are going to infiltrate your brain without you even trying. But sit there. It's kind of like, you ever be listening to music, like you might fall asleep with the radio on and you dream and you wake up and the song that you dreamed about was playing. It's the same concept. So it infiltrates your brain without you trying, because you ain't thinking about it. It's just there.
That's the best fucking sleep, actually.
Yeah. So it's just there, but it's real good, and it helps clear your mind so you can think straight. I mean, I haven't done it in a while because I have a bad habit. I have a bad thing with consistency with certain things. So I haven't done it in a while. But when I was like during the pandemic, I ain't had nothing to do. I had lost my job. And I couldn't go to the gym. We were working out at home. So I would come home. My workout started at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I would get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I come downstairs. I light my candles and my incense. And I would drink my tea. And I would sit Indian style on my couch and put my hands on my knees, either facing up or down. And I would listen to the meditations. And it helped.
We'll try it. I'm gonna tap in, man.
Yeah.
I need to do something.
And then understand that when you pray, God ain't finna holler at you. That's why you got to meditate. And like she say, when you pray, he listening to you. Okay, now because 9 times out of 10, when we pray and jump up and get the hell on. No, you got to sit your ass down.
Nobody never told
his voice gonna be soft, pimp. It ain't gonna be. I need you to do this. Now it's gonna be like, hey, you know me, like,
right.
And you ask for him to give you the way. It ain't asking him for something. Ask him to give you the guidance to get what you're looking for.
That's why my grandmama say, "Be quiet, be still."
Yeah. Like pimp, we even at 50 years old, pimp, we still learning, pimp. Like I love it. Like I just about 2 years ago. Like nigga, I used to always wonder why when I pray, certain shit I get, but certain shit I be like, God damn, where you at? Like, you know what I mean? But then I was like, I must be praying wrong. Like it got to be something that I'm because I know I'm a child of God. I know He done blessed me. Like, hey man, my life, I know I've been blessed my whole life, pimp. You know what I mean? So I know I'm one of His favorites. You know what I mean? So
He gives you what you need when He gives you what you need or what you want at the time when you're able to receive it. So you know, you have women who always say, well, you know, I'm afraid that God bring me my man or this, that, and the third. But if you ain't ready for that man that you asking for, he ain't coming till you ready. And you might, like my cousin didn't get married until she was 42 years old. And she wanted a husband. Now, I mean, she wanted a husband. But apparently she wasn't ready.
Right.
And you know, we look at it like God ain't listening to me or whatever. God know you ain't ready to handle what it is that you asking for.
Right.
And if He give it to you too far in advance,
you gonna fuck it up.
And He know you gonna fuck it up.
Because you're not gonna recognize it.
And there are some times where He will allow you to fuck it up. So you will sit your head down somewhere and take your hand. Because when we put our hands on it, that's when we go to messing up. I don't put my hands in a lot of stuff I ain't had no business. And then God was like, okay, now you did it your way. Now sit your behind down and do it my way.
Right.
The most important thing though I get from this though, I wanted to let both of y'all know I appreciate both of y'all said it to me. We pray, then we get up and get the hell on. We don't even sit there long enough to receive what you need to receive. So we be cutting ourselves short. My whole life, I've been doing that. Niggas quit praying because you think that's what you taught to do. I don't know no Bible stuff, but I still prayed. Even when y'all knew me back then, I prayed every day. But it'd be like you prayed what you. Like nobody ever taught me how to pray. Like you just said, this is the correct way to pray. Like I ain't ashamed to say that. I didn't know. It was like what's the
I just learned this about 2 years ago myself.
Yeah.
And I've always been into it. You know what I mean? Like the Bible is the only book I the cover. I done read it twice. That's the only book I read cover to cover. You know what I mean? So I've always been into it. I just been I'm private, man. Like the shit I tell you that I'm into, man, you'll trip out. You really?
No, I won't.
No, I'm saying it'll shock you.
I believe, but vice versa. But hey, I'm gonna ask you, when the next time you getting on with old girl them, one to them,
with Chloe?
Yeah.
Well, one of them, I do a show with them every Friday, and then we do the man cave every Saturday.
Okay, we're gonna pop up Friday, man. Y'all, if you ain't doing that, man, call me, man. I want to go on their show. We do this man cave shit, man. That shit kind of hot. You got to check it out. I be posting on my page. Tell your husband check that man cave shit out.
Okay.
And you might know your husband, man. He played ball at Cedar Grove. I think he
What's his name?
I think y'all in the same. Derek, how y'all pronounce your last name?
Crowley.
I remember him. He was good. He was tall. One of them City Road boys back when they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna come check y'all out Friday. I spoke with her today on Facebook, and she said she's gonna come on next Tuesday. And fuck with me. I'm gonna have my couple of my other homegirls. I need you to come through. It gonna be. I got my little friend. She pretty tight, but she goofy as hell, but she fine. But she say niggas be intimidated by her. No, she goofy like fun, like she don't know how fine she is, like down to earth type shit. Like
yeah, but women don't understand that when you too cool, you scare niggas. The niggas ain't used to women being cool. Yeah, when women too cool, yeah.
She cool as fuck. Like I asked her one day, I used to pop at her before I knew she was married. I'm like, hey man, bring me something to eat. And she was like, okay. I was like, shit, I was working in the catering too. I wasn't expecting that shit. I was just fucking with you. Shit, goddamn. But but come to find out, she's just cool. But that's too cool to me. Like, you too fine to be that cool.
But, right, but see, niggas used to a woman having a lot of drama. So when you don't have that drama, and you get cool and a nigga talk to you, and you don't be tripping on that shit, you know what I mean? Like, they scare me.
Yeah, it's a bunch of But anyway, she gonna come on. We're gonna talk about that because niggas is nerd. Like niggas be really blowing it. But she married though. But she's still a cool person. So niggas don't know how to take no. So she nice, and niggas don't like I'm married. I can't. But I still. And niggas don't know how to take that. Like, fuck, they look like niggas be. I'm talking about grown old niggas older than us, all black.
That ego something serious.
Yeah, that ego, mama.
But you remember I told you, pimp, every woman ain't to be fucked, pimp.
I know. Shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, and that's why niggas make that mistake. Like, they want to try to hit everything. Oh, pimp.
But that what made me cold. Though. Sometimes I just. Have you ever heard of motherfuckers that too fine? You don't even want, man. You just too damn fine. I don't even want them. I had that situation. I don't even because I know the problem that come with it.
Right.
I guess I have been friends, Yana. Because we started out with but see, Black, you just said it. You got a lot of a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying? You're a brother to a lot of women. Like you probably got about 99 sisters.
Yeah, for real. For real. Yeah. Like pimp, I got some all around the country too. Like all around the country, pimp, it's like it is here. Like when I ran around the country, pimp, I got some friends all around this motherfucker, man. Like I can wherever I go, if I get in touch with these folks, I pull up in town, pimp, I can get whatever I need, man.
I see when you get to talking like that, I'm ready, like anything like any news about hitting the stage again? Yeah. Or it's still the same. You still like we gotta get the club and like ain't nobody booked you.
Yeah, I just want my own spot, man. Like I'm trying to get no work. Pimp.
Okay.
I mean, not. Well, I did a show about 2 years ago, but that nigga still owe me money. Like, pimp, like it's still bullshit, pimp. And a lot of
episode that I
want to do.
What episode?
They never aired it because of some of the shit I talked about. You know what I mean? And I told him, Pimp, I understand. Like, this was back when Atlanta police, when all the shit was going on with the police.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And they were going through all that shit. And I was like, look, Pimp, let me tell you how long Atlanta police been crooked.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Google Nard speed, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
Like I told him, I know why you couldn't air my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, they killed my cousin goddamn 20 years ago, nigga. It's always been Atlanta police always been crazy, man.
That shit was man. But man, I appreciate y'all fucking with me, man. Black, I'm gonna definitely get with you. Yana, I'll send you the link and Hey, y'all, bring a couple of your homegirls on here, man.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, because we're gonna have this women's. It's gonna be women. I got about 30 questions. I just want to ask women, different types of women. I want to know, goddamn it. I'm trying to get my information, and the only way you get it is you gotta ask. So
I mean,
like you gotta follow through, so I don't feel overwhelmed and shit. And I appreciate it, man. We got some good information out.
When you doing it? Next Tuesday?
Yeah, next Tuesday, man. It's gonna be.
Yeah, it ain't no thing. Just don't let me forget.
Ask me. Do you know these women think I'm older than you?
Yeah, I can see that.
Nah, I can't see that, nigga. I look like what the fuck? I'm like, nah, that my big brother. Hey, Black, that's good.
Like my daughters are older than me, man. So my homeboy can be older than me. Yeah, I can be your big brother and you be the oldest.
We can take care of ourselves. I say that because
nigga,
you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone, man. Hey man, but I appreciate y'all. We're gonna do this next Tuesday. Black, I'm gonna be there Friday. I gotta get in.
I've been 27 since I was 27.
Yeah, it is, Yana. Hey, Yana, man, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Okay.
I'll tell you this information, but on Friday, like if you ain't doing that, come, stop by with me on Black shit.
All right, remind me. I'll be all over the place. Just remind me.
Hey, I'm finna call you in a minute, man.
All right, Pleb.
All right. See y'all.
All right. Thank you, babe. All right. Going down. We go. We're gonna go.
I'm trying to. How the hell you get?
All right, y'all. Once again, man, that was a hot one, man. Appreciate my boy Black. Boy, I ain't even introduced him, but y'all already know him, man. Papa Black, man. That's my boy Black. Boy, we been on Papa Black podcast. Man, K sat at home, been doing this thing, though, man. Def Jam, comedy, comedian, A-Town, just an A-Town legend, man. Shit, my partner, man, he definitely one of the first street comics, nigga, talking that real shit. And that's another story. I interviewed him one time. Y'all go on my page, check it out. Appreciate Yana coming through, man. That's my baby, man. My little baby sister. It came through and gave it the real one. Once again, it's polished shit done slid through. So it's the perfect motherfucking time, you feel me? For me to slide out, man. This shit was dope, though. Keep doing this podcast shit. And yeah, we got some good information out, man. So folks, y'all gotta remember, you know what I'm saying? When you pray, goddamn, might want to sit still a little bit, man. And I'm really gonna try to get into this meditation shit for real. Cause I'm trying to change my life. I'm working on it every day. And I suggest you do the same. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. And yeah, do what you gotta do. And keep praying. That's the goal. Keep praying. But now I got another part of it. You feel me? I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna sit around and wait. Meditate is what they call it. May 5th, I'm gonna drop that motherfucker like that video, man. And I'm gonna drop this slurpy motherfucker, man. Check it out, man. Fuck with y'all when I fuck with y'all. I'm gone. Swear to God.